Alright. Welcome back to Blaugrana Planet. Welcome back to a new video. And oh boy, what a semi-final game. Football Club Barcelona versus Inter. Really an exhibition of football. Lamine Yamal magic yet again. And wow, everything is set for San Siro. Guys, this is the Champions League. This is the semi-finals of the Champions League. And today we saw an authentic exhibition there in the Olympic Stadium of Barcelona. 3-3 with another comeback, we could say. Barcelona didn't win the game, but we came back twice from a 2-0, actually 0-2, and then from a 2-3, coming back yet again. It's another proof that this team is really unfearful. This team doesn't give up. This team really trusts. This team is never dead. We saw it today, guys. Honestly, a crazy game. I was vibing throughout the whole game. I bet that you guys were vibing too. And dude, let me tell you, this was probably one of the best games that I have ever seen in my life, because it was really ecstatic, really vibrant, really kind of crazy throughout the whole 90 minutes, 93 minutes, 3 minutes now that they're at the end. And everything started, guys, with a little scare there with Lamine Yamal, because in the warm-up, he felt a little discomforted. He felt something weird. He said in the interviews after the game that he felt something weird, so he went to the dressing room. They checked him, everything was all right, so he kept on warming in the dressing room. And I really thought, I was like, oh my God, without Lamine Yamal, we're gonna be cooked, you know? But at the end, he did make the starting 11. And also, guys, the stadium today was really pumped, man. We had a beautiful mosaic. It was actually a record of attendance, about 50,000+ people there in Montjuic. Pretty much, it was the record of attendance in this Olympic Stadium. So cheers to our fans. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go, but I lived it here in Barcelona, man. Things were going crazy with this game, guys. Looking at the lineups, after Lamine Yamal was able to make the lineup, we began with Chesney on goal, Íñigo Martínez, Cubarsí, Gerard Martín, and Koundé. There in the defense, pretty much the same team that we used against the final of the Copa del Rey against Real Madrid. Pedri and Frenkie de Jong as holding midfielders, and of course Dani Olmo as offensive, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Ferran Torres. Guys, we saw today, guys, an exhibition of Lamine Yamal. It's kind of crazy, right? He feels something weird. It seems that he's not going to start the game, that he's injured, and then he comes out and it gives a total exhibition. By the way, in this video, we're going to see all the goals. We're going to talk about everything that happened, guys. So make sure to smash the likes. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from and how you felt during the game and how you felt during this comeback, because it was fucking crazy, man. We will look at the substitutions later on. Let's see at the starting 11 of Inter de Milan. Catenaccio. If you guys know what Catenaccio is the Italian defensive style, guys, with Bastoni, Acerbi, Bisek there in defense, Di Marco, Dumfries, who scored a couple goals, Lautaro, Thuram, Mkhitaryan, Kalelongu, and Barella. Guys, Inter de Milan is a team that really attacks through the sides. Really, they open up our defense, and Lautaro and Thuram attack the middle, and it's kind of fucking dangerous. Let me tell you that. They did that pretty well, and in fact, they scored the first goal in, 30 seconds of the game. So, certainly, we know that this is a semi-finals of the Champions League. It's not going to be easy. Barcelona managed to come back. If we look at the first game, at the first goal, I'm not going to play it for too much, but here, unfortunately, Íñigo Martínez slips up, and this is what creates the good chance for Thuram to actually score a beautiful goal. But if you guys see at this situation here of the left back or the midfield, left midfielder of Inter de Milan, they open wide the defense, right? They open wide the attack, and this is what's creating the danger of Football Club Barcelona. By the way, thank you for the donation, Walid. And if we can see the goal here, beautiful goal. And I think Chesney was a little slow today, you know, and in fact, we're going to talk about the controversy of Chesney, Ter Stegen, because I'm not that sure about Chesney, but I think obviously Chesney doesn't have the agility for these kind of games. By the way, I think Inter de Milan is super physical team, guys. Super physical team, and we saw it today. We're definitely way better in tactics, but man, these guys are bulls. They're like, it seems like they're 2 meters, all of them, and they're bulls. Really, they're really strong people. Here's the second goal from Dumfries, an absolute banger, let me tell you, absolute banger. I think here, nothing to say against Chesney, nothing to say against Rafinha, who was there in the line of goal trying to stop it. But guys, why is Dani Olmo covering Dumfries, you know? I think maybe we need to restructure a little bit the way we cover in defense against a team that's that powerful, right? Look at this goal. Look, I mean, it's a beautiful goal. Let's give them the credits. It's a beautiful goal. Here, Dumfries scoring 0-2, and I think Barcelona certainly, if it was last season or a year before, we would have given up, man. But this team doesn't give up, man. This team doesn't give up. And in the next 15 minutes, this was around minute 23 where they scored the 0-2. In the next 15 minutes, we managed to come back 2-2 with a tremendous exhibition from Lamine Yamal, who scored us, gave us this beautiful goal. Let's just look at this beautiful goal. Let's just look at this beautiful goal here. Guys, I'm going to stop it for 1 second because I need to tell you something. This is a messianic goal. Messianic goal. Guys, Lamine Yamal is 17 years old. Can we acknowledge that he's 17 years old? Look at this. Bim, bam, boom. This goal revived the whole game. This goal changed the whole thing. After this goal, I felt that Inter de Milan was really shitting their pants a little bit, you know? Shitting their pants a little bit. With the 0-2, they thought, oh my God, everything is kind of done. We're going to go into the final. We're demolishing Football Club Barcelona. But no, here comes Lamine Yamal with an splendid goal, messianic goal, that certainly gave us a lot of hopes. And not too long after, we have this beautiful pass from Rafinha. By the way, cross from Lamine Yamal, guys. Cross from Lamine Yamal onto Rafinha, who gave the ball for Ferran Torres to score the second goal. Honestly, guys, it's Lamine magic. 17 years old. 17 years old. Can we understand that? 17 years old. By the way, I didn't find the rest of the videos. I don't want to play with the copy, right? You know what I mean? So, guys, I'm astonished by the level of this team. I'm astonished by the courage of this team for coming back with a 0-2 down, with a goal in the first 30 seconds. And certainly, guys, this is the spirit for us to win the Champions League. It is true that the team is very tired, and if you want to win the treble, you need to go all in, right? And this team is going all in. We saw that the team is tired, but of course, Inter de Milan also dropped the level in the second half of the first half. Okay, around minute 20, we dominated the game. I think we dominated pretty much the first half. But the problem is that when they get into the box, they're really critical, you know, these guys. They're really critical. Smash the likes, by the way, and let me know where you're tuning in from and how you felt. I see Amos from Nigeria, legend. Of course, I see Walid, I see Navi GPS, KCD, legends, guys. Thanks for commenting. And big credits to him, because, guys, just 17 years old. I mean, what else can I say about this kid? What else can I say about this kid? That he is changing the world of football at 17 years old. No other player in the world is playing and has ever played at this level. No other player. I mean, you cannot compare him to Messi because Messi is a whole career, you know. But man, at 17 years old, there's nobody like Lamine Yamal. There's never been anybody like Lamine Yamal. And of course, going 3-3 against Inter de Milan and going into San Siro, it's not the worst result. It's not a bad result. Taking into account that they are very physical and taking into account that we come from a very intense game of the Copa del Rey, I think it's an okay result. And after coming back, of course, we should give credits to this team. Certainly, guys, Lamine Yamal is a star today. 100 games at 17 years old at this level, guys. Scoring so many goals, giving so many assists is just incredible. At 17 years old, I think no other Barça player got to 100 games in the first team. It's just astonishing. The world of football is giving credits to Lamine Yamal. Even Erling Haaland posted a story on Snapchat saying that basically this guy is incredible, simply. So Erling Haaland is giving credits to Lamine Yamal. The whole world is giving credits. Even Rio Ferdinand tweeted, as a pure football talent, I'm going as far as to say I think Lamine Yamal is on another level. To play any player playing the game, is on another level to any player playing the game in the top 5 leagues in the world of football. 17 years old, truly unbelievable. So guys, the world of football is of course acknowledging Lamine Yamal. Even Inzaghi, the coach of Inter de Milan, who said, I haven't seen a player like Lamine Yamal in the last 8 or 9 years. We had to put 3 players on him, and it was crazy, man. Lamine Yamal was dribbling these 3 players. It was insane. In fact, actually, Filippo Inzaghi later on in another chain, a TV chain, he said that he hasn't seen a player this young at this level in the last 50 years, 50 years. So not 7 or 8, 50 years. So, guys, we are really in front of a messianic kind of player, guys. So. Credits to him. I mean, look at 17 years old Cristiano Ronaldo, 19 appearances, 5 goals, 4 assists. Messi at 17 years old, 9 appearances, 1 goal, 0 assists. Lamine Yamal, 100 appearances, 22 goals, 33 assists at 17 years old. It's just incredible, breaking all the records. So we really need to acknowledge the magic that we have of Lamine Yamal. And thank you, Dembele, for going to PSG, because you woke up a beast, and my hair is going crazy. Sorry for that. You woke up an authentic beast. You gave the chance for Lamine Yamal to shine, and oh boy, the world of football is really shaking with this player. So I got this picture. I remember this picture. It's kind of an iconic picture, right? Messi, priceless. Well, I think that we can equal it, right? World's best, Lamine Yamal. Guys, hands down to Lamine Yamal despite the draw. I think it was a complete exhibition, not only from Lamine Yamal, I think from the whole team. Also giving credits to Frenkie de Jong. Man, this guy doesn't lose the possession. He doesn't play so offensively, but guys, look at this, 100 passes completed out of 103. I mean, man, come on, it's really accurate. Frenkie de Jong is playing at a tremendous level. When we thought that Frenkie de Jong was dead, we wanted to get rid of Frenkie de Jong. Hansi Flick recovered this player like he recovered also Ferran Torres, and hopefully maybe he can recover Ansu Fati. Man, if he does that, bro, unbelievable. Hansi Flick is a wonder of a coach. So also give credits, of course, to Ferran Torres scoring the second goal, giving us great momentum in every game. Not only the best sub in Europe, but also a very good starter. He's showing it up. And thank you, Ferran Torres, man. Another player that we thought he was completely dead, that we were shitting on him everywhere, commenting that we need to get rid of him. We got robbed in the transfer of 50 million. The truth is that we really were paying in installments, because Man City, we're kind of friends with them, with Chiqui Begiristain there in the sports director of Man City. So really happy for the performance today, the courage today. Walid, again, thank you for the donation. Looking at the negatives, let's think about the negatives, because there were many today. I think, of course, the team is very tired, but also in the goal, right? I think 0 saves for Tech today, for Chesney today, or Chesney, or however you want to call him, because his name is you can't really say it. It's weird. Chesney is a good goalkeeper, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man, at this level, if Ter Stegen was in shape, I would certainly play Ter Stegen, right? I mean, I can see that he is not agile, that he's not quick enough. In a few plays, I would have expected him to be a bit faster, jumping, etc. But okay, he's there. I think he's gonna play of course, he's gonna play the second leg, and he will play a hypothetical final. By the way, let me know if you guys would prefer Ter Stegen, because I think that Tech is giving a good level, but we have to say that, of course, he's not the most agile goalkeeper that there is right now in the world. But okay, he's all right. He's all right, but a little, there's something there that doesn't convince me. On the other hand, guys, Jules Koundé is injured, and it seems that it's a serious injury. I was listening to the radio just before I started the video, and they were saying that he's definitely not going to make it for the return leg, the second leg of the semi-finals of the Champions League against Inter de Milan. He's certainly not going to make it to El Clásico. Hypothetically, he could make it to a final of the Champions League. So if we get there, hopefully Koundé is ready. They are talking about 3 to 5 weeks injury. It's a muscle injury, hamstring injury. So we are losing a key piece here, and it's certainly a critical piece of this puzzle. Koundé is playing an exceptional season. If there is a golden ball for the defenders only, I would certainly give it to Koundé, because, man, chapeau for him. He's doing a tremendous job, and it's so unfortunate he gets injured, but he doesn't get injured that much, in his career. He doesn't really get injured that much, so his recovery could be quicker than expected. But knock on wood, guys, certainly he's not going to make it to the second legs of the semi-final, and not to the El Clásico, hypothetical final of the Champions League. We will see if he is ready for that. So here we had Hansi Flick. They asked him about Koundé in the press conference after the game. He said, well, we have to wait until tomorrow to see the results, but the initial results clearly point to hamstring rupture, a fissure in the hamstring. So 3 to 5 weeks approximately, we will see. Hopefully there's a more accurate test, and we can be lucky. But it's a player that is critical for Football Club Barcelona, and we're losing a right back after having lost Alejandro Balde, who would have been very, very handy today. But the good news, guys, good news is that Balde will be ready for the return leg, and this I cannot confirm it 100%, but I can give you a 90% chance that Balde will make it for the return leg. So we lose the right back, but we win the left back position. I want to give credits to Gerard Martin. I think he's been holding pretty well. Gerard Martin is not Alejandro Balde, certainly. Gerard Martin cannot attack. Gerard Martin is holding pretty well. He didn't fuck it up. I think he did an all right job, but man, Balde is a knife on the left-hand side and gives Rafinha a lot of freedom to go inside, right? So it's certainly a critical piece of the puzzle, and I'm so happy that against Inter de Milan in the second leg, most probably 90% chances that Alejandro Balde will be playing this return leg. So I'm happy for that. And also positive news for us is that Lautaro Martinez got injured, right? Lautaro Martinez, critical player for Inter de Milan, they're number 10. It is true that today, after the injury of Lautaro Martinez, Inter de Milan played a little better. But I think that it's also because we dropped the level. We're very tired in the second half. We dropped the level. Inter de Milan, they're super physical, and they managed to maintain their physicality, their level. So at the end of the day, I think it's very positive that Lautaro Martinez will be out for the return leg, and Barcelona is headed for an intense final, right? So as Flick said in the press conference, in Milan, we will play a final before the final. It's gonna be critical, guys. Tuesday next week. What a game awaits. What a game awaits, guys. What a game awaits. It's gonna be crazy. Let's look at how the game ended, because Barcelona did a few substitutions here and there, and I think they did pretty well. They held pretty well. The first substitution was, of course, Koundé coming out and Eric Garcia coming in. Actually, shit, I don't have Eric Garcia created here. I'll just change the name here. Eric. Sorry for that. This is live, so sometimes we just fuck it up a little bit, but it's fine, right? You guys understand me. So okay. So if we look at the lineup, of course, Eric came up in the right back position, but then things changed, right? Things changed after. We did see also Ronald Araujo coming in from Gerard Martin. I think this was a good substitution. So Gerard Martin coming off, and Araujo coming in, but he was playing in the right center back position. So we did play Íñigo Martínez in the left back. So we really had 4 center backs playing in the midfield, guys. Really had 4 center backs, which means that we don't have any depth from the sides. And this, of course, hindered the game of Barcelona, because one of the good things of the game of Barcelona is that if you have a player like Balde coming in, you have Rafinha coming in into the middle. Okay, so that's really what makes Rafinha shine a lot, because Rafinha is kind of dangerous on the side, but man, Rafinha coming in through the middle is certainly unbeatable. And same thing with Koundé, who was coming in and helping Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, one of his marvelous plays is going into the middle and shooting. He did that today, he scored. But it's much better if Koundé gives the help here, right? With Eric, with Íñigo Martínez in the left-hand side, we cannot give this support. More substitutions came on. I kind of read the substitution, it was pretty clear. It was Fermín López for Dani Olmo. Fermín López, again, really good player, a lot of intensity, a lot of heart. I think that Fermín López, man, is doing a tremendous season overall. And surprisingly, Christensen came on to play a few minutes. I was a little scared because at the end of the day, Christensen didn't play for the last 8 months, right? So I was thinking, oh shit, is he gonna fuck it up? He didn't fuck it up. Barcelona was holding well in the midfield. Pedri was very tired, and we gave entrance to Gavi, who gave us a lot of intensity there in the last minutes and was pretty great. I think that Barcelona has a great second unit, and we will see. By the way, also important news is that there is around 60 to 70% chances that Lewandowski makes the return leg against Inter de Milan. Not 100%, guys, 60 to 70% chances. You guys know Lewandowski is a player who takes very well care of himself. And if he arrives, I think he could come in the second half, and it's a poacher. Man, Lewandowski is a poacher, and I think it would have really helped us today, and he could help us in the second leg. So looking up at the games ahead, we have Valladolid next in La Liga. So that's certainly going to be great. By the way, thank you for the donation. Slava says, good that away goals rule is gone. Araujo, right back maybe. Any news on Lewy? In Flick we trust. Smash the likes for Alex. Legend, thank you so much for the donation. Certainly, I think that for Valladolid, we're going to play with the second unit, and for the Champions League return leg, we will do a video for that, and we will analyze the possibilities. But certainly, I think that Araujo in the right back, it could be a very good chance. So we're kind of lucky we're playing Valladolid, because Valladolid is a team that already went to second division. So they're going to play with their heart, and we're playing away, etc. But I think that with the second unit, we can certainly beat them and keep our distance in La Liga versus Real Madrid, and get ready and give some rest time for our players to play the return leg of the Champions League. Certainly, at this moment, the most important game of the whole season, the return leg there against Inter de Milan. So guys, this was the match review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys vibed the game. It was fucking crazy. Sorry for the swear words, but man, I live for games like this. You know, we are Barça fans for games like this. We are Barça fans for the good moments, for the bad moments, for every moment, and we are thankful for this team this season. So guys, again, smash the likes, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications. I know it's a little bit late for some of you, for others it's kind of early. It's midnight 41 here in Barcelona, and just enjoy the game, watch the replay, and make sure to keep on trusting this team. That's going to take us very far. So now, and as I always say, visca el Barça, visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video. Vamos Barça, joder, vamos.